Hello fuckers, Leon here, and it's summer now. It's a bit of a chill day today actually, so I wasn't like prepared to make this video actually not melting, but that's a good feeling, you know. So pants today for the first time in forever. What song is that? What movie is that from again? For the first time. Yeah, Frozen. Here we go. This ain't Frozen though, because it's scorching hot normally, at least like not today, but every other day now because it's summer. And so I thought, you know, how about we make like a summer trans guy survival guide, because it's a bit of a pain in the ass to be trans during the summer and having to bind, like being sweaty as hell and everything. At least if you're on T, the sweat is gonna be dripping. Like truly, when I work out, I can't even, because it's just ponds of sweat on the floor, literally. If I lie down and like do some whatever, it's ridiculous. But I thought, you know, let's make some tips for other guys who are in the same sort of situation where they are, whether you're on T or not. Like, hopefully some of these tips are going to help you. I'm not going to like cover a lot of clothing tips in this video, because I've sort of made a video like that before as well, and I sort of want to, that was like last year, so I want to make a different sort of summer survival guide video this year, which is more based around like other things you can do. So first of all, cologne or like a deodorant that is more manly. It helps me with dysphoria and just all year round really, but especially during the summer, you're going to sweat more, and like make sure you got a deodorant that smells good, makes you feel fresh, poppin', and feeling good about yourself. That's what you want. And when you're sweaty and hot and life is a bit of pain because you're just melting really, that's a good thing to have. Also, KT tape. Binding is honestly, truly, it's already something that can be a bit, you know, dumb and just not very comfortable. So during the summer, of course, it's going to get even hotter, because then you got 2 layers instead, and also it's very tight, might get a bit like clammy and everything. But instead, KT tape. I could use trans tape, but it's easier to just buy KT tape at my regular like local sports shop, like, and it's also easier. Yeah, well, it's easier but cheaper than like paying for shipping. Wow. Speaking, yes, we love that. So I put like on a couple strips of this, obviously, because it's not a whole piece of fabric on you. It's going to be a lot less cool. No, a lot less warm, hot. Yes, words. So it's freeing. Obviously, I don't know how this would work for like guys with larger chests, but at least for me with like a relatively small chest, it works just fine. Like, I can't really see any difference from when I bind it, except when I bind with tape. I also don't get that sort of uniform, just one chest right here, but now it actually goes down in the middle slightly, and I know that could like cause some dysphoria for some guys, but for me, you know, other guys, well, these guys do have pecs, and they don't have just like one pec, which is sort of the effect you get from wearing a binder. But when wearing KT tape instead, you get that little, you know, actual chest, like man chest. Yeah, I guess. But another top, well, I guess it's a top tip. Instead of binding, like sometimes it's just too damn hot. Like, wear a towel like this. I made like a video on Instagram here where you just wear a towel around your neck and you don't have to bind at all, because sometimes it's nice to just have a break from binding. And like some people, they like have issues with anything really, like rubbing against their nipples. So how about, you know, putting a piece of tape above, like KT tape, above your nipples, and then you just wear a towel around your neck like this. And also, if that's too hot, you know, you could cool down the towel with some water. Maybe that would help. Try it out. I definitely love it because it just gives you the look of, oh, I don't even have to bind at all. Oops, I'm cis. All of a sudden, cis in a second. And also you can do that at the beach, obviously. If you are going to the beach, I don't know if like beaches are open wherever you live now, but you know, you could try it out, because, well, at least if you aren't too big to do it, I don't know, try it out at home. No, maybe go to the beach and be like topless, because it's not going to look like you actually do have a chest then, because the towel is covering up you right there. I don't know why I didn't like discover this before. Who knows? But of course, if you are binding, take breaks and like during your break, dry off, because you're not going to like want to be sweaty and all gross. Plus, like maybe like wash up a bit, use some soap, put on some new deodorant. Obviously, that's just basic hygiene, honestly. But if you are binding, it's going to suck to be like clammy and maybe get like rashes or something. At least I did last year. This year I'm definitely going to use KT tape more, because when on testosterone I've gotten so much hotter and I just can't really bind. I can't be bothered to bind, even though sometimes it gives me like more of the effect I want, and sometimes using KT tape for too long makes me a bit sore. I don't really get blemishes anymore because I found a way of binding with KT tape that I absolutely love, and it doesn't give me blemishes or anything. It doesn't give me problems anymore. So I'm going to make a video on like how to bind with KT tape. Maybe it will be helpful for some of you. But yeah, so like make sure you take binding breaks, obviously first of all, but then also during those breaks to wash up and dry off. Maybe carry some baby powder around with you if you can't like wash up, because it is easy to get rashes or like some skin diseases if you just walk around all sweaty and tight with the binder. But also Hawaiian shirts, I love those. I've got some, I'm not wearing one right now. This is one of my favorites from Jack and Jones here. Obviously the color, amazing, poppin'. And also here, that's like my second favorite. They are great, like Hawaiian shirts. These don't really have like a button up all the way, but I don't really like having the button all the way up anyways. So I guess you could technically close it here or something, but I won't, because you rarely see his guys actually like buttoning up the shirts all the way up anyways. And this is something I covered in like my clothing video, passing tape video last summer. Yeah, so that's another one. And here we go. So obviously this one is like a floral one, so it might feel a bit feminine, but I fucking love it because the fabric so soft. I swear to God, it kind of reminds me of cotton poplin, although cotton poplin, which is another fabric along with linen that you should really think about and like try to look out for when buying shirts for the summer, because it's so like flowy and nice and cool. Just it feels cool just touching it. So that's obviously something you might want during the summer when it's really hot. If you are a smaller trans guy, you might want to like check out the boy section, because they do have a tendency of having the necks a bit like higher up here, so you hide your binder. That's, you know, if you wear binders, and that binder thing here, if you don't want the look of an undershirt, if that makes you dysphoric, that's something to check out if you're a smaller trans guy. I've got 2 tips left. I'm going to like keep this video short. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I want to like try and make shorter videos as well. So first, wet hair. Yes, make this part here wet. Also, I don't know like how long your hair is, but consider cutting it shorter. I definitely make sure to stay trimmed, fresh, clean cut all the way through summer, because having a lot of hair just makes you generally hotter. So, you know, cutting your hair yourself, obviously, I don't know like your situation right now, like I've said, but it doesn't really hurt if you just cut your hair yourself. Butt it short, however you like it, and then make it wet, if there isn't any hair left to make wet, I guess. And at last, I guess, stay hydrated. Obviously, like, this is something we always say, like, stay hydrated, kids, take care. But during summer, obviously, you're going to sweat more, and if you're wearing a binder and everything, binding safety in general is so important during summer, but also just stay hydrated, because it's going to be really hot, and if you aren't used to tea and like sweating as much, you're going to sweat more, and you want to stay hydrated because you don't want to be dehydrated. Yeah, I guess those were my like summer survival guide tips. I'm definitely going to make more videos like this in the future, but this is just like what I've been thinking about lately for myself, and like keeping in mind when trying to just not die, I guess. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, like it was helpful, whatever. Let me know down below what you would like me to make in future, and I'll see you next time, puppies. Toodaloo. Oh, also, yeah, take care, stay safe, eat food, drink water, get some sleep when you need it, and bye.